Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Um, I put, I'm so excited. My Disney game is getting a new update, and so you know what that means. I'll be gone. And I'm gonna try to edit videos for you, but I'm not gonna make any promise. So let's get into it. Just a minute. Okay, the only reason I'm doing this is to combat Ray's video tonight. I'm going to say what she has planned for tonight. Um, where's Molly? Great. Can Betty do this? Just,
The latest twist in Grant Solomon's case. In a case that's gripped Tennessee and sparked national attention, a significant development has emerged. Angelia Solomon, the mother of the late Grant Solomon, has been arrested on charges of soliciting the murder of her ex-husband, Aaron Solomon.
what?
Many know Aaron Solomon because Gracie, his daughter, came out against him, and she believes her father, Aaron, killed her brother. Franklin police, with the assistance from Tennessee Bureau of Investigations, arrested Angelia Solomon on Friday. She faces charges of solicitation to commit first-degree murder and is currently held on a $500,000 bond. Angelia, known as Angie Huffines on social media, works as a pharmacist with United Healthcare. The arrest comes nearly 5 years after the tragic death of her son, Grant Solomon, an 18-year-old baseball star from Grace Christian Academy. In July 2020, Grant died in what was reported as a freak accident in Gallatin, Tennessee. His father, Aaron Solomon, claimed that Grant was retrieving equipment from his truck when it rolled backwards, dragging him into a ditch. Here's some clips of Gracie Solomon.
God protecting me from my father, Aaron Solomon. My father's a monster. It makes me want to vomit. I've been minimalized, but now I found my voice to be able to tell you that my father raped me, hurt me, and I'm not going to be a victim of this monster. He's a rapist, he's a molester, he's a liar, and he's a killer.
Despite these allegations, Aaron Solomon has never been charged in connection with Grant's death. The initial investigation was brief, with no autopsy conducted and limited forensic analysis. public outcry has grown over the years, with many demanding a thorough investigation into Grant's death. A Change.org petition has garnered thousands of signatures urging authorities to reopen the case. The arrest of Angie Solomon adds a complex layer to an already convoluted case. It raises questions about the initial investigation and the dynamics within the Solomon family. As the legal proceedings unfold, the community watches closely, seeking answers and justice for Grant Solomon. We'll continue to follow this story and provide updates as more information becomes available. If you have any information related to this case, please contact the Franklin Police Department. We'll be providing updates on the Grant Solomon case, as well as his mother's proceedings. Don't forget.
Sorry, guys. So, if you look on this page, that way, thank you. I want you to see this done now. He never. This is completely bullshit. I'm sorry. That needs to be begging under this, not Chris. He had never had a chance. Bullshit. Are you serious? Why are people even in this? Okay, and that's why we are taking back. Okay. That's why I'm gonna look back at self behavior. These two people have never ever. I might have to do some research on Mr. Perfect. So let me go over here. I'm doing this behind the scenes. Sorry about all the gaming stuff on my channel. I post things. Oh my god. Let's see. Chasing crimes. Oh, I should promote that. I'm sorry, guys. I still haven't gotten my shit together, and I need to. So let's get back on stuff bad behavior. What? No. Okay. Can it? Hold, please. Well, okay, I'm sorry. This is my new message video that I forever took to work on. It's called Grits and Rick. I made this song in produced some lyrics in GPT chat, and then I put it into Sana AI. So it happened like back in February. And here's my music video. I'm so excited. It's on my music channel. I can't get to that right now. But here's the video that I'm showing.
I was built to break, smash it up for goodness sake. Day by day the same old grind, till I met a friend who changed my mind.
I'm a glitch, I flicker fast, speeding by, I'll never crash. They said I don't belong, but hey, look at me, I paved my way.
Two misfits, side by side,
Breaking rules, we take the ride.
pixels flicker, wrecking strong. Together's where we both belong.
We glitch, we wreck, we race ahead.
Through candy roads and fears we shed,
No game can hold us, we are free. Penelope and Ralph, just wait and see. From the dump to sugar rush, crashing carts, no need to blush. You showed me more than bricks and blocks, friendship's worth a million clocks. Kingdoms rise and kingdoms fall, but with you I have it all. A glitch, I am a queen, I'll be, but only if you race with me.
two misfits, side by side,
Breaking rules, we take the ride.
pixels flicker, wrecking strong.
Together's where we both belong. We glitch, we wreck, we race ahead. Through candy roads and fears we shed. No game can hold us, we are free. Penelope and Ralph, just wait and see. No towers too high, no codes too wrong. We rewrite the rules, we sing our song. The game ain't over, not today. We play our way, we make them stay. We glitch, we wreck, we race ahead. The candy roads and fears we shed. No game can hold us, we are free.
Penelope and Ralph, just wait and see. Catch me if you can, big guy.
I'm right behind you, kid.
We glitz, we
It's we wreck, we race ahead. Through candy roads and fears we shed. No game can hold us, we are free. Penelope and Ralph, just wait and see. Catch me if you can, big guy. Oh, I'm right behind you, kid.
Oh, I love that. I'm sorry, that was a typo radio. Okay, but it's on my music channel. Sorry about the jockey song. Remove for single ears. Sorry. I'm just like. So yeah, I'm like. Oh my god. I can't wait. Okay. This is. Hey, you don't like to say this. Hey. Okay, this is Chasing Crimes. So go subscribe to her, please. Repeat.
In case you missed it, this happened on the Bro I mean, Lore Lodge the other night.
So how old was she when you met her?
She was 12 or 13.
And you would have been 21?
Yes.
I'm just trying to do the math in my head here. 21, 22, somewhere about there.
Number
Yeah,
20.
somewhere around there. I don't know.
Like,
I met her because when I got
yeah,
off work,
22.
I would go over to their house to watch the kids, and then
Mm.
whoever's watching the kids could leave and go home.
Gotcha. So basically you were the relief shift.
Yes, I would go over there to start playing video games with the kids.
Okay.
Being
So
a
not
kid and
not any
stuff.
sort of real relationship with her at that point. She was just
No.
okay. So when then did you and her begin to become romantically involved?
After she turned 18.
Okay. There are also, I skipped this accidentally, but there were some people who were saying that you taught her to drive when she was 16. Is that true?
No, I taught her to drive when she was 19.
19? Okay. So I'm just, again, wrapping my head around some of these rumors. There's a lot of them. Okay. And did you have any sort of friendship or anything like that between the time that you met her and she turned 18?
No, not
Gotcha.
You know, I remember taking her to the DMV to get her driver's license for the first time. I helped her buy her first car.
Why?
Spraying my wrist, changing the brake pads on her first vehicle.
So Katie moved in at 18 in an upstairs bedroom, and she began to show some interest in Seth.
Gross.
And,
Sorry.
you know, it kind of broke my heart because I asked him if he was surprised when she showed the interest in him. And his response to me was, I was. And I said, why? And he said, because she could have had anybody she wanted. And I was surprised that she chose me.
But
And I said, well, what happened after that? And he said, well, I told her that I wasn't interested back at the time. And I said, well, if you were surprised because you felt like she could have had anybody she wanted, then why were you not immediately interested back? And he said, well, she was in a relationship. And I said, okay, so she had a boyfriend? And he said, well, actually, she had two boyfriends. And I said, what? And he said, yeah, she had a boyfriend that was about her age, and she had another boyfriend that was older than I was that had a wife and two children.
I don't believe that. That's bullshit. And why is he talking about this? It's like I said before, it's his past, not his.
Oh, jeez. Seth, not that I don't believe you, Tony, but just, Seth, can you give me a nod or something if is he telling the truth?
He is.
I know this is a very difficult subject for you. That's why I'm not trying to press it. I just want to make sure that, we're getting the corroboration here. And Tony, I do believe you. People are going to want to see it from Seth as well. So
I'm not trying to sling mud at anybody.
I know.
Yes,
Did you see what Seth and Tony tried to do there? They tried to get past all the mathing that everyone does for when Seth and Katie first met and when they started their relations, and tried to shift the Overton window to Katie being the hussy initiator who was already tied up with another older man. Okay? Now, here's their core problem. That other guy who Seth saw as competition was not some romantic interest. He was not competition. He was also an abuser. And Seth basically told us that he stood in line waiting for his turn.
What man, let me ask you guys, what man would do that? A man would step up, be a fucking man, you need to go to this fucking relationship because it's abusive, it's not healthy. He didn't do that, he's not a man. And unlike this person, Seth does feel the needs that controls everything. And like Yaya said, he can start this whole mess, right? So he loves her. Oh no. Sorry. But he's not a real man by any means.
While also trying to convince us that he was a perfect gentleman and also her knight in shining armor. Ladies and gentlemen, that is not the cute Disney romance that Tony and Seth tried to make it out to be, despite it being told on a channel that thrives on medieval lore and logic. We are now in year 2025, and in the year 2025, that is called slut-shaming and victim blaming.
Yeah.
We must change this paradigm, or rampant child SA will never cease to ruin the lives of our current and future generations. In this video, I'm going to show you why Tony Mathis and Bro Lodge did Seth, and more importantly Sebastian, another huge disservice with the broadcast of this hellacious scenario with its backwoods ideology. And I'm going to attempt to use this jumping off point to help change this paradigm. I'm also going to show you that based on the character Seth Rogers has displayed on and off the internet since his son went missing, it is virtually impossible to believe that he went from being a perfectly respectable and chaste individual at 21 years of age, when the hormones are at full rage in most males, to the perverted hypersexual man he presents himself as today. In a minute, I'm going to show you a clip reel that may give you a headache. And I'm sorry about that. That is your fair warning, because this reel displays relentless, pervasive, disgusting, demeaning, dehumanizing words and behavior displayed by the father of a missing child on the internet in the name of his missing child. And most of those words are clearly said with the purpose to put shame and humiliation on his ex-wife in what is seen in most mental health circles as revenge seeking. The Bro Lodge wants to say that the scenario they discussed clears the air and justifies Seth's behavior. This is the paradigm I'm seeking to break with this video. There is literally no justification for this behavior, especially in light of alarming data like this. Child SA is a widespread problem. Every 9 minutes, Child Protective Services substantiates or finds evidence for a claim of child SA. And guess what? You know when that data is from? 2016. This
year-old doing hanging out with a 12-year-old.
Acceptable or justified for the father of a missing child to carry on like this on a public platform.
I've known Katie since she was 12 years old. Started dating when she was 18.
What is a 22-year-old doing hanging out with a 12-year-old?
Oh,
What do you mean when we met?
Were you aware of her abuse as a child?
I was aware of that.
Yeah, that's
This lady did not have the opportunities that children should have because of her father and the mistakes that her father made. She didn't get the opportunity. But as her husband, I was damned she's going to get these opportunities. You know, I remember taking her to the DMV to get her driver's license for the first time. I helped her buy her first car. Sprayed my wrist. Changing the brake pads on her first vehicle.
Then I talked to her and I tried to have one of those life developing conversations where, you know, you don't want to be in the career you're in 20 years from now.
Why not if you love it? Why the hell not? See, that's the thing I don't get. Why the hell not? If you love that child, why not?
Life developing conversations. Could that be because you were at a totally different stage in your life, being 10 years older than her?
Hell yeah.
There's 2 jobs in the world, maybe 3, but A man's job is to protect his family, and a man can impregnate a female. A female is supposed to take care of their children.
I know.
All right.
We got him. He goes, damn, my son has more bitches, more bitches than me. Teasing that he's got a bunch of girlfriends.
I left your chat, and because you were in your hotel room getting off.
Yeah. He didn't make it there in time.
What?
He peed himself trying to get his little thing out so that he could sit there and pee.
Katie was very, and I walked into the room, and he literally shot shit out of his ass. He tried to hit me with it. Walking down.
This is sick and gross behavior of Seth Walter, the father of Sebastian. I'm gonna have to do my pee. As a announcement. If you've seen this boy, please call the TNC. You have seen, heard something, please call the TBI and the TNC Cups. And no. I don't know what city he's at. Damn. But
I'm the hallway to get to his room, and I swing into the bathroom and turn on the shower because I know that he had dug into his diaper and started painting the wall.
You don't want to know what I was staring with, okay, buddy?
Don't want to know what I was steering with, okay, buddy? Implying his private parts. Got a little extra cheese on the top?
Hey, that's not extra cheese. That's just too much fun.
Really,
the Uncle Taco came from all the my kids' friends.
All the hot sauce he was spraying. I think Whom is jealous of the relationship that I have with me and my numb arm too. Feels like a stranger every time I pee. Who's touching me?
You.
Lord help me. Yes. Bullhorn Betty asked where a good place to go eat was, and we went to a Mexican restaurant and had lunch.
So you're getting married.
So I mean, I must be. How'd you know I had tacos there, buddy?
I understand my name right now.
Uncle Taco said it.
I know. That's why I had fajitas.
Oh my God.
so, what kind of child was he about Seth? If Seth was talking about just it like that, no wonder Sebastian ran away. Let me put this out there. Has anybody even think to check by Seth's house for Sebastian? Like around like a 5-mile radius? Maybe that needs to be done to Seth. Maybe he had Uncle Taco pick him, Sebastian up, and pick him. I believe Seth has him. Just saying.
Listen, it is not breast cancer awareness. I did not have pink taco.
No. I shall not be watching. I shall be doing other things.
OnlyFans on this.
What does that mean? It's not breast cancer. Dude, that's serious. No, You do not joke about breast cancer. My mom had that. And it's the hardest thing that anyone can face, talk about, and do. That's so scary. When you first get that diagnosis, you have to wait 4 or 5 fucking days to even know my mom survived it. So 10 years ago, she's Okay, but it has to. I know it has to wait for this. Because I was going on my mind. I don't know. But I don't know. You should not joke about that. That's something serious. I'm just saying.
I already know I'm fat.
All right.
There's plenty of me to go around, except for particular people that have STDs.
Yeah,
That's nasty as fuck. You know what? Talk about Chris taking Sebastian's phone life. Chris taking his. When he doesn't listen to his mom, baby, that's not a crime. This is. No, way he talked about Sebastian's private business. Oh my God, this is sick.
Bizarre thing I've ever heard in my life, too. I'm sorry. A three-way 911 call. I can't.
Hey, Blackhawk, I don't think that's the only three-way Chris has been involved in. Oh. Hey, now, you need to leave my girlfriend alone. Oh, shit.
You better stop. They're gonna clip the hell out of that.
Oh, they can clip something. It's not going to make it any smaller, okay? Call it be fucking fat.
He's talking about Illuminati.
Hey, you weren't supposed to say her name. We don't mention creators' names here, okay?
That, oh my God, that's just sick. Hey, Rainbow. Yeah, Bike's gonna go and attack Chris Perfect. About taking away his phone? Go! When I was a kid, like under the age of 10, or maybe 13 or 14. Yeah, I got into trouble and I had my ass beat. But this, and I turned out fine. This is fucking sick. And I dare you talk about Chris Perfect's sex life in case. It's not out of your business. God damn.
Even if they create STDs.
Oh my God.
Absolutely. I couldn't talk about this, or I shouldn't talk. But Brittany.
What? Brittany's upset over here? What the hell? Seriously. Why are you getting upset? You let Seth pretend to jack up on that line. Chris has more respect, more class than Seth can ever have in his life. Oh, I'm trying to press play.
Like, I know, like, sometimes, like, it'd make me throw up.
It'd make you throw up while you were doing it, or maybe
I would just never. Like, sometimes I'm like, after dark, I'll talk shit.
Maybe you threw up out of the wrong head. Every single fucking thing goes back to a sexual innuendo by Seth.
I hope I'm on her pillowcase.
Well, they want to pull out in front of you and go 3 miles an hour.
That sounded like an OnlyFans page. Pull her out in front of you. I'm like, wait a minute, hold on now. Talking about pulling her out in front of you. I'm like, wait a minute, hold on now.
Why does he think everything is about sex? It's not. This is supposed to be about Sebastian. Oh my God.
Can't do that on YouTube. I gotta clean my drawers.
No, those are just the things he said publicly. Many people who have met him privately for searches and whatnot also came out to report the way he treated and spoke to women during those searches. You may not like some of the people reporting this, but when many people are reporting they witnessed the same thing, there is credibility to it and it warrants discussion.
The next thing that threw me off guard was the way that he was talking to his team, okay? Like, I want to see how far this dick can shove down your throats.
Dude, every word out of his mouth is some disgusting, disturbing thing talking about, oh, that straw, I got a straw for you to suck on. Oh, yep, meat you're putting in your mouth. Let me put a piece of meat in your mouth. 4 layers on, it started warming up, and she was taking off her layers, which, I mean, anybody would. It's fine. And Seth made the comment talking about, oh, you're going to take all them layers off so I can see them titties? You know what I'm saying? So,
And saying, oh, you're going to come sleep on my couch. And
You telling women that are out there searching, they can call you daddy?
No.
That's not inappropriate?
Now,
I'll come from this. Yeah, but he has the audacity to put a strong, like this, and call Seth out, knucklehead. This. You never heard Chris say anything bad or anything sensible about Seth.
do you mean to tell me that this is completely new behavior that just burst out of his psyche after his son went missing? That this isn't a feature of his personality and that Sebastian wasn't subjected to a surround sound of this deviant line of thinking up until he went missing? The only receipt I couldn't find was when Seth openly said soon after Sebastian went missing that he told Katie he was going to marry her when she was 14. Now, I've heard this playfully said by many men about many women, even myself, okay, as if it was a cute thing to say. It's not a cute thing to say. We are now in the year 2025, and we now know that this is illegal and abusive. But he said it as a cute thing, and when he realized it wasn't a cute thing, it somehow got erased off the internet. Well, unfortunately, the internet is forever. That evidence does exist, and at some point in the future, I predict it will surface. It will come out and bite him and anyone else who believes him. So what if that receipt isn't available? Isn't it enough that he told us that the only reason he didn't pursue her is because she was standing by while another much older man pursued her? And isn't it enough that he's told 50 billion different stories about their relationship, and every one of them, Katie gets slut-shamed and victim-blamed?
Yes. Not only that, he was going like that's meant to abuse her, I think, in my opinion.
And at what point do you just tell Seth to shut up and stop trying to explain the unexplainable, and for his friends, supporters, and bros to stop defending the indefensible? I'd also like to point out that Seth, he knows better. Let him tell you that himself. This shows that he's doing all this despite knowing that it's wrong.
I can tell you things, but those are personal. You know, he is a child. In this world, the only thing you can control is yourself. You can control how you react, and you can control how you act. And if you control those two things, you're doing good.
Your children take a lot of their cues from you. She realizes it or not. Every time she said something that was negative about me, I'm pretty sure my son took it to heart because he's my son.
You know, a lot of people think that they're guilty. I've seen some of the comments, but my profession says that you're innocent until proven guilty.
Again, everybody is innocent until proven guilty.
I would never throw somebody's past in their face.
Yes,
She had a drinking problem, and when you say abusive, she was active duty Navy.
Finally, I'd like to end by asking Seth this question. It says right here on your divorce.
So she goes in the Navy. You got a problem with that, sir? My boy, come talk. Never seen you ask. Oh, you just go to church to try. I'm sorry, but that makes me mad. People that is going to Navy have self-control. You don't have any self-control. You need it, you dumbass.
Divorce decree that neither parent will disparage the other parent, even through a third party. I've shown evidence here in this video and on my channel that you've gone out of your way to disparage your ex-wife, including accusing her of being directly responsible for Sebastian's disappearance. Why is that? Is it because you don't believe your child is still alive? Or is it because you've been saying these things in front of your child all this time? It's one answer or the other, and neither one of them are good. The human and the child SA survivor in me wants you to get the help for these backwards attitudes and for whatever hurt you so bad that you need to come out here and keep hurting other people. The PR professional in me wants to tell you to just shut the fuck up. Thank you for watching. Please like the video, subscribe if you haven't already, and thank you for watching.
Man, that's sick. I'm sorry. That is sick in the head. I guess that's it. I'm just trying to say fashion isn't all that because you know, I don't care if Seth gets mad. He did it to himself. I can't believe he listened to someone as dumb. I was trying. I'm just saying. Okay. Let me. Okay, guys, hit the subscribe button, give me that thumbs up, put me in the algorithm, please, ma'am, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Have a good night, and have fun, be safe.